Good morning to all. Kamarajar College, Thuthukudi, Constitutional History of India, 1772 to 1947 AD, Montagu Chelmsford Reforms, 1990. The Montagu Chelmsford Reforms of 1990, Edwin Montagu, Secretary of State for India, visited India in November in review the situation under Lord Chelmsford government. Introduction. Main provisions of the Government of India Act 1990. Legislative. Central Government Executive. Central Government Legislature. India Council. Merits of the Government of India Act 1990. Conclusion. Introduction. Main features of the Act Government of India Act 1990, also known as Montagu Chelmsford Reforms, which came into force in 1921. It was instituted in the British India policy to introduce the tier rule of two, which means executive councillors and popular ministers. During the World War, Britain and her allies had said that they were fighting the war for the freedom of nation. Many Indian leaders believed that after the war was over, India would be given Swaraj. Changes were introduced in the administrative system as a result of the Montagu Chelmsford Reforms, called the Government of India Act 1990. Main provisions of the Government of India Act 1990. Main provisions of the Government of India Act 1990. Tier C was introduced. There were two classes of administration: executive councillors and ministers. The governors was the executive head of the provinces. The subjects were divided into two lists, reserved and transformed. The governors was the exchange of the reserved list along with the executive councillors. The subjects under this list were law and order, irrigation, finance, land revenue, etc. The ministers were in charge of subject under the transformed list. The subjects include were education, local government, health, excise, industry, public works, religions, and endowment, etc. The ministers were responsible to the people who elected them through the legislature. The size of the provisional legislative assemblies were increased. Now about 70% of the numbers were elected. There were communal and classes elected. Some women could also vote. The governor's adjutant was required to pass any bill. He also held vote power and hold issues audiences also. Central government executive. The chief executive authority was the governor general. There were two lists for administration, central and provisional. Provisional list was under the province, while the center looked here of the central list. Out of the 6 members of the Viceroy Executive Council, 3 were to be Indian members. The Governor General hold issues audience. He hold also certify bills that were rejected by the central legislature. Central government legislature. A bicameral legislature was set up with 2 hours legislative assembly and the Council of State. Legislative Assembly. Members of the Legislative Assembly. The nominated members were nominated by the Governor General from Anglo-Indians and Indian Christians. The members had a tenure of 3 years. Council of State, India Council. There were to be at least 8 and a minimum of 12 members in the council. Half of the members should have 10 years of experience in public service in India. Their tenure was to be 5 years. Their salaries were increased from £1,000 to £1,200. There were to be 3 Indian members in the council. Merits of the Government of India Act 1990. Type C introduced the concept of responsible government. It introduced the concept of federal structure with a unitary bias. There was increased participation of Indians in the administration. They held some party policies like labor, health, and extra. For the first time, elections were now to the people and it created a political consensus among the people. Some Indian women also had the right to vote for the first time. Conclusion. The Act was a milestone in the development of a responsible constitutional government in India. Separate communal electorate were a measure through which the British wanted to ensure the Congress Party could never rule on its own. It was also a way to keep the people divided.